The Lion and the Mouse. Once, when a lion was asleep, a little mouse began running up and down upon him. This soon awakened the lion, who placed his huge paws upon him and opened his big jaws to swallow him. "Pardon, O king," cried Little Mouse. "Forgive me this time. Please, I shall never forget it. Who knows but what I might be able to do for you a turn some of these days?" The lion was so tickled at the idea of the mouse thinking he would be able to help him that he lifted up his paw and let him go. Some time after the lion was caught in a trap, and the hunters, who desired to carry him alive to the king, tied him to a tree while they went in search of a wagon to carry him on. Just then, the little mouse happened to pass by, and seeing the sad plight in which the lion was, went up to him and soon gnawed away the ropes that bound the king of the beast. "Was I not right?" said the little mouse. The Ox and the Frog. An ox, drinking at a pool, trod on a brood of young frogs and crushed one of them to death. The mother, coming up and missing one of her sons, inquired of his brothers what had become of him. "He is dead, dear mother, for just now a very huge beast with 4 great feet came to the pool and crushed him to death with his cloven heel." The frog, puffing herself out, inquired, "If the beast was as big as that in size—" "Cease, mother, to puff yourself out," said her son, "and do not be angry, for you would, I assure you, sooner burst than successfully imitate the hugeness of that monster." The Bald Man and the Fly. There once was a bald man who sat down after work on a hot summer's day. A fly came up and kept buzzing about his bald pate and stinging him from time to time. The man aimed a blow at his little enemy, but his palm came upon his head instead. Again, the fly tormented him. But this time the man was wiser and said, "You will only injure yourself if you take notice of despicable enemies." The Boys and the Frogs. Some boys, playing near a pond, saw a number of frogs in the water and began to pelt them with stones. They killed several of them when one of the frogs, lifting his head out of the water, cried out, "Pray stop, my boys. What is sport to you is death to us." The Ant and the Grasshopper. In a field one summer's day, a grasshopper was hopping about, chirping and singing to its heart's content. An ant passed by, bearing along with great toil an ear of corn he was taking to the nest. "Why not come and chat with me," said the grasshopper, "instead of toiling and moiling in that way?" "I'm helping to lay up food for the winter," said the ant, "and recommend you do the same." "Why bother about winter?" said the grasshopper. "We have plenty of food at present." But the ant went on its way and continued its toil. When the winter came, the grasshopper had no food and found itself dying of hunger, while it saw the ants distributing every day corn and grain from the stores they had collected in the summer. Then the grasshopper knew it is best to prepare for the days of necessity.